Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about my birth and the supernatural events that took places around my birthday. So basically I posted a picture of my birthday on Instagram, and I got a DM from my friend asking me about what I was talking about because I posted that my father saved me or else I would have died and I would be here. So the story goes a little bit like this. Around 1995, my parents moved to a region called Logo, and I will put a picture of the map so you'll get the visual. Around that time, a lot of Tutsis and Hutus, who are Rwandan tribes, tried to come into the Congo region, and as therefore the aftermath resulted to a genocide within our people as well, because some of them even married some Congolese people. So there was a lot of brutality going on, and we'll get more a little bit about that, but I just wanted you guys to know that before we go into my birthday. So before my birthday, my dad told me that there was a priest who would come and ask to see my mom for no apparent reason. He would just come and he would even bring like gifts, food, clothes, and luxurious things just to see my mom. My dad didn't understand that behavior, and he was like, something doesn't just feel right with this man. And I'm glad he never let my mom see that man, because a lot of crazy supernatural things start happening as soon as that man made contact with my father. So what ended up happening was that one day the priest came to my dad and asked, and he brought like food in a container of some kind, and he handed it to my dad. My dad didn't want it, and he kept saying, so it goes like this. He comes in and he said, "Hi, Jack. Can I see your wife? Can I see how she's doing?" And he's like, "No, I do not want to see. My wife is not feeling good right now. She's having some stomach ache or stomach problem. She just want to stay in bed, basically." So yeah, my dad denied him every single way, and my dad just noticed something weird started happening around the house. Around, I would say, 3 a.m., he will hear a whole bunch of owl cry, and he wouldn't understand what's going on. He'll wake up and literally there will be a whole bunch of owls coming down the chimney. At that time, they were living in a house that was a big chimney, and so he just saw like a whole bunch of owls just descending, and he didn't understand this kind of behavior. Why would animals be migrating to this house? He wouldn't understand that. So my dad, he said that he was in a lot of spiritual attack because of my mom. And let me tell you something, my mom did not have a regular pregnancy because I made her lose a lot of weight. She was vomiting. She couldn't even keep one meal down. Like, she would eat sweets all the time. That's what she told me, and I don't like sweets, so she vomited like crazy, throwing up all the time. And she only had like 37 kilos, so she looked like somebody who was literally like an AIDS patient, but she wasn't. She was pregnant though. I would try to find a picture of her so I can include it in the vlog somewhere so you guys can get the visual, but it was really a terrifying moment. A lot of nurses did not want to get in contact with my mom because they didn't know what was going on with my mom, because she really looked like she had AIDS, but she didn't. She was pregnant, and she was just severely and really, really ill. She couldn't even keep one meal down. And around that time, my dad was also getting attacked by this priest a whole lot. Many believe that that priest was actually a witch doctor around the city. So besides that point, my dad actually told me that the gift that he gave for my mom and I, he gave it to a local person, a local man who wanted the food. And what happened was that he learned that the person that he gave the food to died after eating the food. So you can only imagine at that time how grateful he was that he didn't feed that to my mom and me. The craziness didn't just stop there. There was a lot more paranormal things that happened that my dad just hasn't had the time to tell me, that happened to them. But the main ones that he told me was about the owl and this man trying to kill us, me and my mom, every single possible opportunity he had. So at the hospital, because I was born around 7 a.m. in February the 8th of 95. So um what happened was that she was basically rushed to the hospital. Nobody, my dad was a physician and she was a physician. She was also a physician, and everybody who was a doctor did not want to assist because they thought, again, of my mom's condition, and they just couldn't comprehend what was going on. So everybody was terrified, and my dad basically had to deliver me by himself, because literally a whole team of people or individuals gave up on their job. And the birthing experience was hard because he only had one shot. Either he could, he could have really aborted me and my mom would have been, you know, by herself or something like that. But at that moment, because I think they were losing me, I don't know what was going on, but I think he said that, my mom was losing a lot of blood or something like that. And basically, he was supposed to have a choice, and he chose both. So he wanted to save my mom and he wanted to save me at that time. So it was really tough decision, but he had it done. And I'm here today by the grace of God, because I'll tell you guys, my mom did not have it easy. After that, really she was really sick for quite some times. And let me tell you something a little bit about my childhood. I basically learned how to speak around 7 years old. I think that's what my dad or my mom told me, because I started talking a little bit late because I had a confusion of language. And for the first few months of my life, I wasn't able to digest food. So my dad again had to operate on me, on my throat around here. I think I have an invisible line here somewhere where he had to literally operate in my throat and introduce two feeding tubes, so I could eat that way via tubes. And I think also I had to be injected in my arm somewhere so I can get food in my system, because I couldn't swallow, or I don't know what's going on with me, but I know I just couldn't eat though. It was really a sad, terrible time, because I could see it also as a baby. I have pictures where I was sick, or I looked sick, and that's basically where they told me what happened to me when I was like really young. Again, the moral of the story is, I'm thanking God for every day that I'm breathing, because I could have died that day. I really could have. With that priest. And you guys, oh yeah, now this is the part where I'm telling you guys about the Tutsi. So around that time when there was this war that was taking place, Logo started becoming an unsafe place for my family and I, for two numbers of reasons. We were in the far border of our country, and I think they were doing like a missionary work, really. They didn't really want to stay there for too long. And the Tutsi started coming in. I think it's the Hutu. Yeah, the Hutu started coming in, trying to kill the Tutsi. I don't know really which one it is, but one of them tribes, okay, they started coming after the other one, and we were basically caught in the middle because we were in the border. And every Congolese, they were advised to flee. And as a result, my father told me a scary story where, again, we could have died, but we made it. All three of us. It was around nighttime, and he was coming back from work, and a soldier arrested him, like one of those rebel soldiers arrested him. But because my father was a physician, he was saved. Let me tell you why. Because when they captured my dad, he was in line with many people, and he could have died that day. But he told me that because he treated that one specific rebel, that rebel knew him because they were about to shoot him. Because they were mistaking him for a rival of one of those Rwandan tribes. Luckily enough, my dad escaped that death, so we were able to find some kind of way to. We were trying to get a helicopter around that time to basically flee Logo. So it was really a tough situation because here he is. He just delivered me not too long ago, and I was just a few months, and then we have to flee the region where they were working at. So the other part that also happened was that after there was a priest, a white priest, that he saw that we didn't have any way to get to the airport because the airport was booked and people were no longer accepting to fly out. Exactly, all the planes basically had left, and we just didn't have any other choice. So my father begged this guy, this priest, this white priest, to basically help us escape. This white priest basically sacrificed himself for our family. Now, when I'm telling you this, it still brings tears to my eye because I think they took a picture. I have a picture with him and my parents, and wow, and something like it happened like since 95, but it still hits me because this guy, he chose to deliberately. God knows what happened to him because he let us, like, we were literally in the car, all three of us, and he said, you guys can go ahead and take my personal flight because normally whenever there's a crisis in an African country, white people have to leave first. So for him to let us, a whole, just an African couple with a child, to leave, that was a huge deal. The helicopter men didn't understand this decision that the father was taking, but my dad told me that when we boarded a plane, he saw the rebels coming in and they took control of the car. Most likely that priest is dead by now. Like I said, I have escaped death so many times. I am not terrified of death. I'm just really grateful for the opportunity of having life. That's my story of my birthday, because my birthday was on February the 8th, last Sunday, and I am glad that I got to, be able to see my 21st birthday. I know in the beginning I said I didn't want anybody to know my age, but I don't really care anymore because anyway, people can Google me now and find out how old I am. But the thing is, so I just wanted people to know that I really went through a lot of great deal and stress, and I'm just grateful that God really was able to put me in a family that cares so deeply about me, and I was able to live and escape death so many times. I can't even tell you. I got more and more paranormal activity. If you guys want more stories about paranormal activities, comment down below. And don't forget to give this video a like and share it in however means. But just, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I don't know how you guys find me, but thank you for watching. And for some of you guys who are my classmates in college, thank you for following me. Even the ones that started way earlier, like when my channel was just barely starting out with 2 people, thank you once again, because I'm not like a lot of people who forget their subscribers. I do thank my subscribers. I'm thinking if I do reach at least 1,000 people, I will do a big giveaway if I can, or I will If I can, if I could, I would send it to all of my first 5 subscribers. Again, like I say, I will try to think of some kind of means of way to give you guys something for as an appreciation for subscribing to my channel. I will try to do something, okay? The best way of my means, okay? So again, thank you for watching. See you on the next vlog. Bye.